On this week's edition of the NNY Capitol Report, we spoke with Assemblyman Landon Deas, who represents part of the Bronx, about his call for the state to enact a gas tax holiday as prices at the pump shoot higher and higher. A group of 15 state senators is also asking for a gas tax holiday, but with the state budget already overdue, the possibility of slipping the measure into the final agreement looks fairly slim.
So my hope is with suspension, a temporary suspension of the state gas tax with enforcement, making sure, because one concern last time was we did the gas tax, but there was no guarantee that the companies were lowering the gas prices. If we're going to do the gas tax holiday, we got to make sure that we hold the gas companies accountable because we are losing money, right? It's a significant amount of money we will lose in the funding for the state, but we need to give a reprieve to the businesses, the transportation, logistics. I think even USPS is saying that they're going to add a surcharge for packages due to the gas prices.
Gas prices across the state are hitting well above $4 a gallon for regular fuel and well over $5.50 per gallon for diesel fuel. Deas says he's concerned about the impact that those high prices will have not just on everyday drivers, but also on agriculture and other parts of the economy that rely on transportation.
Agricultural industry, specifically in upstate New York, is really going to get hit hard. They use diesel for a lot of their tractors and for their farm vehicles. And we already have seen inflation above any other area. And with the Trump war in Iran, which is not just causing an issue of oil, we're also seeing a backlog on fertilizer, which is going to again have another negative impact on our farmers in the North Country and other areas, in addition to the tariffs that have really put a strain on our farmers.
A group of state senators led by Hudson Valley Senator Michelle Hinchley sent a letter to the governor on March 31st, asking her to support a gas tax holiday for many of the same reasons listed by Deas. They didn't ask that it be part of the state budget, as Deas has, though. The Assemblyman acknowledged it may be a difficult task to get the tax break included in the spending plan that's already overdue.
Right now, there's so many big table items that still have not been solved or finalized in the budget that I'm pushing this behind the scenes and having the conversation. But there's so many things that we still need to figure out, but we don't have the answers to yet, right? From uh, dealing with ICE, which has had a really negative effect in the North Country. I know the dairy farmers and the farmers have been just hit in their labor, and we have harvest season coming up soon, right? They're planting and doing all the things. That's a big issue. We have Medicaid gaps that we're trying to fill from the federal cuts. In addition to that, there's talks about energy and insurance. And so I think this is on the back end of the negotiations right now, but I am having that conversation with specifically in counties where they have large agricultural and large industrial transportation hubs, because I think there's just a direct impact, and we're having that conversation.
Lawmakers will return to Albany on Tuesday to vote on another budget extender while leadership discusses the final details of the state budget behind closed doors. It's unclear if this tax break is part of those discussions now. From the Watertown Daily Times Capitol Bureau, I'm Alex Galt.